Welcome back to this game. Yeah, it's Ace Academy time, and I don't know what's going to happen in this episode yet. Yeah, I wake up at the sound of my alarm, then begin my morning routine. When I enter the kitchen, I make myself a bowl of cereal. Nikki's already left for school. Lately, she's been leaving early almost every day. It barely phases me anymore, especially after I found cereal in the grocery store. The most expensive box of Tiger Flakes I've ever bought. Finishing up breakfast, I hop on my bike and head to school. Valerie is already waiting for me and waves me over as soon as I enter the classroom.
I have news for you.
Good news or bad news? She pauses, then grins playfully.
Come with me to the hangar after class and I'll show you.
The hangar? So it's something to do with my core?
What else would it be about?
My powerful thrusters, strong and sturdy exterior, or lightning-quick agility, to name a few.
If you're so lightning quick, how come Eagle gets so beat up during matches?
I'll think about what Eagle looks like before our sponsors fix it up. So about my core, Valerie just laughs. Valerie waits expectantly.
So?
So what?
You haven't said yes yet. Will you come with me to the hangar?
Yeah, I'll go with you.
Good. I was starting to think maybe you didn't want to be alone with me.
You know what, on second thought, we'll do this later. Before I can respond, the professor raises her voice over the chatter.
Good morning, everyone. In today's lesson, we will cover... That's all for today. Have a great rest of your day.
Just as I finish packing up my things, Valerie grabs my hand and pulls me toward the door.
Let's go!
Sure, just give me a min. But she's already started walking with me in tow. I hastily grab my bag. Or we can go now. We cut across campus and enter the hangar through the main entrance instead of the pilot's lounge. Inside the hangar, Valerie rushes straight to Eagle's terminal, shooting impatient glances at me as I follow behind. She sets herself in front of my terminal, and after typing in the sequence, she proudly points at the screen.
Check it out!
Cool, numbers! I glance at the screen and see a continuous string of numbers. Valerie is trying to hold back a smile, waiting for my reaction. I'm not sure what I'm looking at, but I don't want to disappoint her. This is really cool.
I know. It took me forever to find it, but I think this is the big breakthrough we've been waiting for.
Really? What does it say? She pauses, then smiles coyly.
You have no idea what this code is, do you?
Nope. That last question gave me away, didn't it?
Yep. Well, you know how all the system scans we've been doing haven't shown anything new?
Yep.
Our approach was the mistake. I was thinking, if I wanted to leave a secret message on a system, I would embed it into existing code and spoof the service identity so that it would remain inconspicuous during scans.
What?
Well, I was doing a manual evaluation through listed services during the last week and noticed a discrepancy here. When I tried to execute it, it came back with this screen.
Her voice grows with excitement.
I'm positive there's something behind this code.
Really? Then let's find out what that is.
I was hoping you'd say that. Tell me how to decrypt it and we'll find out in a second.
Okay. What makes you think I know how to do that? She raises an eyebrow. I wouldn't even know where to begin. What? Would you be able to hack it? Valerie bites her lip as she thinks.
Yeah, but it might take a few days.
It's probably still faster than it would take me to figure it out. She grins.
I won't argue with that. Okay, I'll do it. But only because you're cute.
She winks at me and then turns toward the terminal. Thanks, I think. Already engrossed in the code, Valerie gives me a short wave of dismissal. As I find my way out of the hangar, my phone dings with an email from the school administration. I scan through the contents. Huh, Due to the disqualification of Team Strike X, my team will now face Onabugiesha in this week's match. I wonder what Strike X did to get themselves disqualified. My phone vibrates with a group chat from Show. You guys get that email? I type out my response. Yeah, wonder what Strike X did. Probably lied about something important. That's one reason why I left. Wait, Strike X was Show and Kaori's old team? Consider asking Show to talk more about what happened with them and Strike X, but decide against it. I'm still curious, but this isn't the time to go into it. Yeah, okay. I'm pretty sure to figure out what happened, you would have to go down Show's route, but I never have. While I was thinking, a text from Mayu comes in. Looks like we'll go against Onabugiesha instead. Onabugiesha does sound familiar, but I can't recall which team they are. Who are they again? A team we must destroy. Of course, Kaori would write in all caps. Whoa, that's even more aggressive than usual. Shut up, Show. Please don't be upset, Kaori. I'm fine. While the texts come in, I racked my brain trying to recall how I know that name. Oh, right. Never mind, they're that all-girls team, right? Yeah. They're supposed to be pretty good. Who cares? I won't let them beat us. The texts cease after that. Probably for the best. We've met Onabugiesha's leader. What do I feel like doing now, Kaori? I'm starting to fall behind in my classes since all my focus has been on piloting. Time to head to the library. The library is filled with students, and I don't spot any free tables. Looks like other people had the same idea. I spot a familiar plume of red hair sitting alone at a table in the corner. It's rare to spot Kaori at the library. She doesn't notice me as I approach. If I didn't know better, I'd say she looked half asleep. I slide beside her, hoping to catch her off guard. Why, thank you. It worked better than I expected. She's completely startled.
Huh? Oh, you.
She lets out a yawn before rubbing her eyes.
What are you doing here?
This seemed like a good place to take a nap. Looks like you had the same idea. For a moment, it almost looks like she's going to pull back and hit me. When her hands finally move, I flinch. To my surprise, he delivers an intense and dramatic, stretching yawn.
I guess it doesn't matter if I tell you.
Maybe it's just because she's tired, but she seemed relieved to be talking about it.
One of the volunteers at the daycare left, and I had to take on their students. We were already short-staffed, but now it's much worse.
That's a relief.
What? Why?
Huh. I don't think I've ever clicked either of these, so... Oh, I thought you were hungover again.
Again?
You don't remember? She blushes.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, she does remember. Is this how we get a line that I've only ever seen in screenshots and have no idea how to get? Kaori lets out another big yawn.
Don't worry about me. I just have to work a few doubles until we find a replacement.
It's not. Damn it. Why don't you share the work with the rest of the staff?
Do you know anything at all about educating children?
Nope.
Obviously. At that age, one of the worst things you can do is to switch up their instructors. It has a terrible impact on their learning. Children need stability and time to build up trust. And while they're getting used to us, we're learning about them. It takes time to understand how a child learns, what they're feeling. Some kids might have an easier time with change, and it won't matter as much if they are rotating staff members. But other kids already have unstable homes to go home to. The daycare is the only place they feel safe.
Oh, I didn't realize.
And if I have to work a little bit harder for a week or two to make sure they get the best care, I will.
There's a strong determination in her voice, and I can't help but admire her compassion towards those kids. Still, you need to take care of yourself too.
I am.
You're You're falling asleep while studying. Are you going to fall asleep in the middle of a match too? Clearly you're not getting enough rest. She crosses her arms, but doesn't say anything. I'm not trying to pry into your personal life, but you're my friend. I just want to make sure you're okay. She continues to say stay silent, but her look softens. Besides, if you get sick, they'll have a replacement instructor anyways. Her eyes widen before she looks down.
I guess that makes sense.
She sighs.
Maybe I'll take it a bit easier.
I smile and nod.
But I'm fine right now, so don't worry about me.
Yes, ma'am.
Don't call me ma'am!
Yes, Miss Itami.
No!
Mrs. Itami?
I'm going to hurt you now.
She leans over the table, her fist ready to slug my shoulder. Thankfully, I see it coming and quickly lean back. Too far. My chair wobbles precariously, and I grasp wildly for something to hold on to. A few students look over while I rub my sore head. Kaori blinks at me in surprise and masks a giggle. Once sufficiently amused, she offers me a hand and helps pull me upright. We study together in silence for a while. She occasionally glances at me, but averts her gaze whenever I look at her. Need something?
What?
You keep looking at me. Do you need something?
No, I don't. Stop imagining things. Besides, you keep looking at me.
Oh, well, no, I don't need something. Her cheeks flush. One of these options might get me the line that has never been said in this game, that I really, really want to know how you get. I smirk boyishly.
What is up with your face?
I merely tilt my head to the side and flash another grin.
Stop!
What? I haven't said or done anything.
You...
She stumbles.
You're impossible!
Her cheeks redden as she hides her face deep in her book. We study for a while longer before Kaori's phone vibrates. After checking her text, she starts packing up. We say goodbye, and I leave a short time thereafter. I'm in the pilot's lounge watching the Japan vs. China gear playoff match. The lounge is packed with students, and this is a highly anticipated game. Many shout at the TV, but I watch in silence, sipping my drink and enjoying the ambiance.
Exciting game, right?
There he is. I glance up in surprise but nod. Akira grins and sits down in the seat across from me. I know I made this joke before, but he's Crow and Winter's kid. White hair, red eyes. I glance up in surprise but nod. Akira grins and sits down in the seat across from me. Although he seems like a nice guy, we don't talk very often, so it's unusual he'd approach me. I suppose I do have a really good view of the TV, though. A string of boos and yells fills the room as China takes out one of Japan's skiers. People are really getting into it this time.
Yeah, it was predicted that this year China was going to be a strong opponent for Japan, and it looks like that's coming true.
Then why is that why there's such a big turnout? I gesture to the crowded room. Akira nods.
This is the first year that China's even made it this far in the playoffs. Everyone's watching to see who will come out on top.
Who do you think will win? He doesn't even hesitate.
Japan. What do you think?
I wouldn't rule out China just yet. Even though their technology isn't as advanced as Japan's, and China's a completely new team, their chaos has actually been their advantage. They've been doing a better job reacting to their opponent. Akira grins.
Sounds like you've got a soft spot for the underdogs.
Doesn't everyone? I return the smile. I wouldn't underestimate a rising team. His eyes seem to stare deep within me. Forget Kaori. Let's ask this guy out. Like, look at him.
Neither would I.
For a second, I wonder if we're still talking about the ongoing match.
Speaking of matches, I believe congratulations are in order for you and your team.
Me? Your team is still holding the #1 spot on the leaderboards.
Sure, but you guys are quickly catching up. You started out at rank 21, but you've already made it to rank 11.
Yeah, it's kind of weird to think about it, and we're going against an even better team this week since Strike X got disqualified.
Yeah, the school is taking no chances with them.
What do you mean? Akira blinks.
You didn't hear?
Nope.
The team lead and one of his starting pilots got into a huge fight, and they did not hold back. I mean, there were some serious injuries, so both members obviously couldn't compete.
Why did they fight?
The leader decided to sideline his starting pilot, and his pilot didn't like that.
They're on the same team. Couldn't they just talk it out? I'm sure the leader had a reason. Akira shrugged.
I don't know all the details, but my guess is that there probably wasn't a good reason to sideline the pilot. Either way, because the fight escalated to the degree in which Ace had to get involved, the school is currently investigating the team.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Who are you going up against now?
Onobukiesha.
Oh, May's team.
Ding 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 ding. Yeah, I hear they're strong. Akira nods.
They are. But so are you. In fact, I'm really looking forward to my match with you.
Yeah, it might still be a while considering my team's rank.
Right, but you guys have been on a winning streak, haven't you?
Yeah?
Because of that, your matchmaking rating, or MMR...
Oops.
Because of that, your matchmaking rating, or MMR, is actually higher than your earned rank. That tends to happen with outliers like being an undefeated team.
What he says makes sense. Plus, I'm not going to question Akira about how being undefeated works.
I have a feeling that if you beat Onobukiesha, it won't be long before we face each other on the field.
I appreciate the confidence, but we've got to beat Onobukiesha first before considering anyone else.
It'll be a tough match. I'm interested to see the outcome.
Akira is a hard person to read. We continue to watch the game in silence. After a while, Akira stands.
I wish I could watch the end of this match, but I've got to head to class. I'll see you later.
I nod. After Akira leaves, I check my phone and notice a text from Sho. Don't forget, tomorrow we'll be getting our game on at the beach. Meet there at 11. As if I could forget that. I shove my phone back into my pocket and watch the rest of the game. In the end, Japan won, with just one gear left standing. Thank you so much for watching. I'm not sure what we'll do next episode. I don't think there's a Kaori event for this choice, but we'll find out. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope to see you next time. Have a good day. Boop.